everybody. I'm Lorii Abela, your Soulmate Expert and Asian Matchmaker. Welcome to tonight's episode of Matchmaker Secrets, where we talk about love, dating, and relationships, and of course, matchmaking. We have had a lot of guests from the matchmaking community recently because I have been attending this 5 days conference in Virgin Voyages ship. So our guest tonight is actually colleague of mine in the matchmaking industry, Miss Lisa Amador. She is actually a matchmaker in Santa Barbara and San Diego. And then together with her husband, Michael, and he is an entrepreneur with pizza restaurants. That's wonderful. So welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us, how did you meet?
Well, we had a two-part story. We actually met at a singles event, but prior to that, we had seen each other on Match, but we didn't reach out to each other on Match, which is kind of funny. We learned as a dating coach myself, I learned the do's and don'ts of what you don't do through my own experiences, and pictures are a lot of it. So anyway, we didn't want to meet each other. But then we met in person at this event and we recognized each other.
All right, just want to be sure that, you don't have two versions. Because usually the men has a two, one male, women have different versions. Okay, just want to clarify that. Okay. So, Lisa. So, Lisa is actually the owner of Amador Matchmaking. And can you tell us, you build a thriving matchmaking business helping others find love. So, how has that work shaped the way that you and your husband nurture your own relationship?
Well, I think that we both instinctively know how we are together. We enjoy being together. When I can tell if he's sad, if he's happy, if he needs a little bit more attention, if he wants some quiet time. I don't know if it's an intuition. You just know your partner, and it's pretty special when you could but usually you just see each other and we're just so happy to be together. So I can't really say that. I mean, Michael has been with me since the beginning of me being a matchmaker, and he hasn't been trained in matching or coaching, but he's been part of the journey this whole time. And he's just intuitively a wonderful person. And I don't think it had anything to do with the business.
Okay, just want to make sure. Do you confirm with that?
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, I've watched her grow, and I've seen her from the beginning, and I was always amazed at the connection that she made with people, and it was wonderful to watch. And little things I saw her connect with people, I just tried to reinstitute into our lives.
Oh my God. So you're the first guest that I had because on studio we have two chairs and then they part far away from each other, and then you're the only couple that I had where side by side and you're holding each other. So that will actually tell much more than the regular couples that I've actually interviewed. So some people just look at each other as if okay, they're so attached, and then now you're the ones who physically you're attached to each other. All right. So this is your third marriage for both of you, and you've experienced different chapters of life, of course, before you found each other. So what lessons from your past relationships have helped you build a stronger partnership now?
Lessons. Choosing the right partner is really important. My very first marriage was a short marriage. I was young, and I had lost my father, and I had a hole in my life, and I really wanted to fill it, and I wanted to get married and have a child. So what I learned from that one is, I have a beautiful story. Even though he wasn't the right person, he's a good person. He still is a part of my son's life, but I didn't really know the right person for me, what the qualities were, the values, the lifestyle. We were so different. So I learned that was important to be more thoughtful. My second marriage was a long marriage and another beautiful journey. And that at the end of that one, we really looked at each other, and you either grow together or grow apart. And we had a fork in our relationship. He wanted to go one way, I didn't. And so learning for my third chance at love with Michael, I was just very clear on on what I wanted, who that would be, who would be the right partner for me. And when I met Michael, I absolutely could see that he had those qualities. So just it's that clarity of understanding what is it, where are you, what do you want in your life, and how are you showing up for your partner.
So how about you? Do you have anything like, you've learned from past relationships that, you think like, oh, okay, I've learned that, so I can move on?
I think just being open and communicative, express your wants and needs, I think is very important. And I know probably in my first marriage, I didn't. And just being able to talk and open up. And that could be anything from, I want for us to go for a walk every morning, or whatever that might be, and to me, that's starting the day with a quick little workout together is something special. Or to, do you like this? Do you like this? Instead of down the road finding out about it, just constantly asking and being open.
Okay, yeah. No, when I met Lisa, she was just really active. So, like, I would imagine you're also active. You have to catch up, right, with her?
It's funny you should say that, because that was the one thing I wasn't sure about with Michael. You don't know everything after you meet somebody on a first date.
That's right.
And we had such a wonderful first date, but really activity wasn't something, I don't remember that being a big focus, because we had gone to this very big event and there was lots of distractions going on, and it was just so fun. That was the only thing I'm like, gosh, I hope he enjoys, biking and hiking, and because it was important to me. And when he asked me on the next date and we went for this great hike, I'm like, yes, he does.
Oh my God. That was a bonus.
Yeah. Plus he's a chef. That was a bonus too.
Okay, that's right. All right. No, because that's what I usually tell those people that I coach. So there are 3 categories: what you need, what you want, and then the bonus. And I always say the bonus, like, okay, can be Miss Universe for women, but for men can be the top chef. And there she got the top chef. Okay, can you believe that? Oh wow! I think you're the first chef that I've come to talk to. All right. So your husband is selling his restaurant to join your business now. So that's actually a huge leap of faith. So how did you both navigate, the preparedness for the emotional and the practical challenges of blending your personal and professional worlds?
I saw the success of Lisa. She's just grown her business exponentially over the years, and really from nothing, truly nothing 14 years ago, to being a great success and being one of the best matchmakers in the business. And with a couple of kids in San Diego, grown kids now that we were regularly seeing, now with a couple of grandkids, we were taking this trip pretty regularly every month. And I said, why don't we open up down there as well, so we can have a second branch of your business and just keep on growing your business? And the only way I could see that, doing that and spending still the time that I enjoy with her, was to sell the restaurants and take on a part in the business, in her business.
How long have you been together now?
Just before she started. So 15 years ago, 15 years.
Wow. So I think it's wonderful, you have this relationship and it's keeping strong, as I was saying, you're always holding your hands. Okay, so you've spoken about, I remember seeing that and I was so touched, you have met your sister for the first time. And so you've spoken about being adopted, and how has your journey of identity and belonging influenced the way you love and connect, both in your marriage and your work as well, helping other people?
Mm-hmm. Well, I am really a lucky case as far as my adoption. The 2 parents who adopted me and raised me did let me know I was adopted when I was young enough to understand, but they didn't want me to know them. So they didn't tell me the truth. They did tell me that my birth father had died in a car accident while my mother was pregnant, and that she had died giving birth to me.
Wow.
So I thought there were no parents there. Over the years, you start getting a little suspicious, and it wasn't until after my parents passed, my birth, not my birth parents, but my parents who raised me, that I discovered that I was adopted. And through that, so I didn't have trauma
Okay.
from it. It was just a fact of life.
All right, got it. All right, that's good. It was easy for you, like, because like it was explained to you. I just automatically thought that there's gonna be trauma because sometimes, like, oh, there's a new person that I have to discover who this person is. Yeah.
No, the most trauma was I did meet my birth mother, and
Mm-hmm.
she, unfortunately, that story is not a good one. And I met my half sister, and she's amazing. And how now her story is incredible, and her trauma that she went through, because I was given up for adoption. So I didn't have that, but she wasn't.
Oh.
And she did not have a good story.
Oh, wow.
Right. So hers is, and how she's come out as fabulous as she has. I'm so impressed with her.
Okay.
And I met her through Ancestry, and we
Yeah.
met, and it was so wonderful, and we bonded immediately.
Yeah.
But our shared mother, not a shared father, but a shared mother, was a wreck. And it was important for her, my sister, for me to meet her.
Yes.
And I did, and reluctantly.
Yeah.
And I met her, and I thanked her for giving me birth, and I thanked her for giving me up as adoption, as
That's
a beautiful gift.
That's right.
And then I had no relationship with her.
Yeah, I like that you consider that as a gift, because obviously you were given life, and then, like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to keep the relationship with her, because, like, if you have figured out it's not going to work out in your life now, like, why keep it? So, like, I respect that, for you, because, like, better for you what, your whoever is there, like, they don't know what's good for you. You're the only one who can make a decision for yourself. So you have helped couples keep their spark alive. But for you, like, for the two of you, how do you keep your relationship juicy and exciting amidst the hustle of business and life?
Oh, Michael's totally the one who he's so good at that. He's the romantic, such a giver. He's always so thoughtful, making romantic plans. I just follow. He just says, let's go do something, and tells me what to bring. Or he packs for me, but he does wonderful things. He's beautiful massages, just very dinners. We even just simple things. I mean, we often, so this we do together. We thoughtfully, we will say, let's go pack up a dinner and go to the beach, because we don't live far from it, and we get our beach chairs, and we'll have a dinner at the beach and watch the sun go down. And we might be there, gosh, we bring our blankets because it's just so beautiful, and we do that. Love that.
Yeah, those are all things I would say as well. Yeah, I think it's just about finding those activities that staying active. As I said, let's go work out together today. Let's go for a bike ride down to our favorite restaurant and have lunch. Let's have massage night, to spark the evening.
That's right.
Yeah, just little things like that. But it can't be occasional. I think it has to be. You have to really make time for it.
That's
you have
right.
to put a little effort into your marriage, and happy wife, happy life.
Okay, got it. So where did you learn this giving? Is it like your parents have always been giving? Like, you have them as a model of giving?
Maybe it's just been past relationships and just learning bit by bit.
All right.
Because I'm sure I wasn't always the best husband
Yes.
in previous marriages
Yes.
Or boyfriend.
Yes.
And you just learn little bit by little bit. Oh, that didn't work.
All right.
What can I do to, make things for the next time?
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that, because you're open to learning and then developing yourself, because not a lot of men are like that. Some even won't hire a dating coach because they don't want to be improved. They think they're the best. But you are open, like, you open your eyes, like, okay, I can do better. And so, like, there's no man who is perfect anyway. So, like,
Right.
So, like,
as a chef, I never thought I knew everything about, I think there are very few chefs that know everything.
That's right.
You're always learning something. If you've been cooking French all your life and you're a master French chef, well, you probably have some Japanese or some South American that you could learn, So there's always something that you can be learning to improve and widen your scope of what you know, and that relates not just in relationships, but I mean not in just your work or but it can relate to everything. So yeah.
Okay, all right. So, for the benefit of those people who are watching, if you're single or like if you are a couple and you have been successful in your relationship or you are professional in love, dating, and relationship industry, I'd like to invite you to my show. So just give me a holler so we can actually share as much nuggets to all the people who are single. Because, like, if there will be a lot of love in this world, that will be fabulous. So, like, we'll have a better place. And then thank you again for being over here. I appreciate it. So we'll see you next time.